Good afternoon to you all again. Aloha. Aloha. I am happy to present to you my history, as I am one of those early pioneers here in Kiribati, when the school and church was first established. This is my history. Listen very carefully. Because I did not get a chance to secondary school in the government, I was searching another school to continue my education. As I was searching, I heard about the new school established on Eta. This school was Alberia Corporate Ataria School. And it was owned by the man named Waitea Ataria. I went visit him with a group of friends and asked if we could be admitted to his school. I was lucky that I was admitted to his school with some of my friends. In 1970 to 1971, I was 10 years old at that time when I began my school at Akas. I was a day student for one term, then the second term I moved to stay in the dorm. Some of my classmates were either older than me or younger. Age was not matter in those days. I could remember that there were about five classrooms. Okay? Those were the classrooms I went to those days. And they were built with local materials as well as the boys and girls dormitories. Yes, that's the girls' dormitory. I think you have seen that picture, but I would like to tell you that I was in that dorm in those days. The headmaster's house was not on campus, and it was on campus, and it was also built locally. The headmaster's house was not in the picture. His parents' house was built behind where he lives. So that's the dormitory, the girls' dormitory, and on this side is the headmaster's house. And behind it was the parents' house, his parents' house. And the teachers, at that time we had about 5 local teachers who were teaching at Akas at that time. And they were like Makoro Iking, teaching bookkeeping. You know Makoro Iking, you know those who are Iking from the way, okay? And Upanabe and Toaya, those mathematics. Meresta Katiamen, you know Meresta in the house. And Beska Tomu were also teachers. And of course, the headmaster Waitea was also a teacher who was teaching English. Okay, eating time. When time to eat, I remember that we had to come with our own plates, spoon, and cup. We had to stand around the lady by the name Nathan, the headmaster's mother, who was doing the cooking and serving the student at the same time. Nathan was doing her cooking on an open fire in big pots. Okay, I think you know that. Most of the time, she served the student with the subun diamond or thin fish soup, and rice or kassis, flour mixed with grated coconuts. Sometimes students did not have enough to eat or not gotten their served as because the food ran out or not enough. When this happened, the student went out looking for food or get coconuts to satisfy their hunger. We did not have any cafeteria, but we used to sit around under coconut trees or any shade we could find on campus to eat our meals. One assembly, the headmaster told us that we had visitors from Tonga, and his name was Brother Puckett. And he was accompanied by a Christian farmer from Fiji. They came to visit the school by the invitation of our principal Waitea, who wrote to Liahona High School asking if they could admit students from AKEs to continue their education in the church high schools. as we know that high schools in Kiribati at that time were limited. And Brother Paget at that time was the superintendent of Liahona High School, and he was from the States. After the visit of Brother Paget and President Palmer to AKES and Kiribati, the letter of acceptance of students from ACAS to attend Liahona High School was allowed. Therefore, from the time on, the door opened for Kiribati students to attend Liahona High School in the year 1972. I was lucky to be among the first group to attend Liahona High School. In fact, there were only 12 students accepted. There were 6 boys named Benane, Tema, Parate, Tebong, Raunes. He was there for half of the year, then he came back to Kiribati. He was replaced by Itaya Iteri. Then Akau, my husband. There were only 3 girls. It was me, and Karai Sisi, and Tosu. You know, remember Tosu, the brother's wife. Okay? While we were in Liahona High School, we were taking religion classes. The church was new to us at that time, but my religion teacher was Brother Richardson, who was converted us by the way he teaches. In fact, he was one of my favorite teachers, who spent most of his time teaching us the gospel. I would like to say that he conveyed the truth message, and we were all converted. Therefore, we were all baptized on April 6, 1972. In the year 1975, there were 6 boys who were called to go on a mission to Kiribati. From that time, the church was first established in the Kiribati Islands. After I graduated from Liahona High School, I came back and worked in one of the government's office. Then later, I gave up my work in the government's office and waited to serve in Moroni Community School when the church was taking over from Waitea, the owner of ACAS. It was no longer ACAS. I was serving at Moroni Community High School, then changed to Moroni High School after 2 years. Brother Howard was the principal of the school at that time. In 1982, I went to BYU, came back and still serving at the school. For your information, I have seen all what happened from the humble beginning of this campus until now. The only thing I am proud of is the establishing of Zion in Kiribati. I would like to say that I am proud to be one of those early pioneers who have seen a lot of changes in the campus, especially in the growth of church. That's the, we call it the manana or the chapel in those days. Yeah? That's me and my husband when we were married in the chapel. And that's Patriarch Logan from Hawaii. That was the first patriarch that he came to Kiribati, and he was performing our wedding. Thank you very much for your listening. Is there any questions?
Any questions?
Any questions? It's not allowed. I'm very young. That is not allowed. That was